Hello, welcome to the Branded Podcast, where we encourage you to stir up faith, just like stirrups on a saddle that you put your feet in to hold you steady. I do the same thing. In fact, Justin is kind of my stirrup. He keeps me steady.
Okay.
He keeps me steady, and he experiences my foot sometimes when he's out of line. Okay, go ahead.
Fair enough. Okay.
Go ahead and
Hey, everybody. My name is Justin, as you probably know, and we're here today with Will Goss. Welcome, Will.
Hello, guys.
Oh, Will Goss.
Yeah.
Now, this is kind of exciting, and I just want to set it up. You are Pastor Tim and Jen's son. You're the youngest, is that correct?
Yep, that's correct.
Youngest of four?
Youngest of four.
All
Four.
right.
Okay, so what's the age span? Just for my own benefit.
It's like a 12 years difference between me and Austin.
Are we talking mentally or physically?
Physically.
Physically. Okay.
Chronologically, I think. Is what
Chronologically.
It's more like 5 years difference if it's mentally.
Mentally?
Oh.
He's on to you, Austin. He is on
Did
to
we
you.
mention he's a teenager, that we have our first teenager
okay.
in the...
Yeah, right. Okay. I'm just so excited. Sorry. So, Will, you are 16 years of age. Is that correct?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay. Do you like to be called Will, William,
Willie?
Willie,
Just
Bill,
Will.
Billiam?
Yeah. It's just Will.
Just
most
Will?
of the time, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Okay. So, Will, you are the youngest, and you are 16. And do you have your driver's license yet?
Yeah, I have my driver's license.
Are you a good driver?
Yeah, I would say I'm a pretty good driver. I have gotten one wreck. That's about it.
A fender bender, or like just...
It's just a fender bender, yeah.
Fender bender.
Well, here's the question that matters. Is it a cool vehicle that you have?
Yeah, it's a cool vehicle. It's a Ranger that has been built by Justin over here.
Oh, no, I didn't build it. I helped.
Yeah,
but I didn't
and me and Austin. It has a wood bed on it, and it's
Okay,
really cool.
We'll make a note of it, and I'll put that in the podcast. I'll get a picture of your vehicle so everybody else can experience the awesome structure that you have.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're 16 years old, and just relax. We're not going to ask you, and I don't want you bringing up things about the pastor and how home life is with him. We don't want you. We don't want you to say anything.
It's called reverse psychology, folks.
We don't want you to worry that you might say something. We can edit it out.
He won't, but he could.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you are. Are you a believer?
Yes, I am.
So tell us about that. It's a podcast about the journey to the cross, and so we're interested. Sorry, you'll have to forgive me. You are the first teenager we've had on here. Justin thought there's no way we could get someone in here to do a podcast.
And I was wrong. I said it on camera.
So tell us about your personal journey to the cross.
Well, it was actually a year ago. It wasn't that long ago. So,
for you, nothing is long ago. Just go ahead.
Yeah. Well, the first time I gave my life, it was quite a while ago. It was probably, I was 12, and I gave my life.
Well, what does that mean? What does that mean?
What did you go through at 12?
I just realized that I could not do it without him, without God. And I realized that I needed him to get through life.
So that was the first time, but you say there's a more recent one?
Yeah, I strayed away and I walked away from him for a long time. I got bitter and stuff like that of him.
Well, bitter about what?
I don't know. It was just me, I think. It's just me and my thinking of, it took my whole life and stuff like that.
Do you think that might be related to being a pastor's kid because you're kind of in a fishbowl and there's an expected behavior with a pastor's kid?
Yeah, that could be part of it. But yeah.
Well, my own children wrestled with things like that, and I think they're still wrestling with some stuff. They're all grown, and we're blessed that they have a relationship with the Lord. But as a teenager, there's periods of time you go, Lord, what's going on?
Yeah.
Do you feel? Do you? Well, I want to be very careful here.
Yeah.
But do you feel an isolation being, kind of the pastor's kid sometimes?
No. I generally make friends and stuff like that, and I'm connected to everybody here
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Well, and you're pretty active too. You do all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I do everything about. Yeah.
Well, tell us a few of the things that you do here at the church that you're kind of responsible for.
I'm cameras of tech team, and I help out everywhere and anywhere and stuff like that. And yeah.
In fact, you're here in the hot seat because Justin and I made you sit here because you're going to be helping us out with the cameras and switching because I do a bang up job of switching cameras.
That's the rumor is that you may be helping us.
Yeah, so we wanted you to be able to experience what it feels like to be the interviewee.
Yeah.
And there's a certain pressure with it, but at the same time, we enjoy when the conversation just flows and all of a sudden you're talking about things you didn't plan on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So you made a commitment back to the Lord to decide, okay, Lord, I want it your way and pursue him. What does that look like? Do you have I know it's hard to think about when you're 16, but do you see yourself doing a particular career, job, interest as you're getting older?
What are your interests? Yeah.
I would like to be a pilot, I'd say.
Hey, I've heard about this. What's up with the flying? I've heard stuff about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking flying training right now, and I want to eventually become a commercial pilot, or eventually, once I become a commercial pilot, become a missionary pilot through a school. And
Oh,
you could
wow.
learn- Yeah.
So you're actively flying a plane with somebody with you currently. You're
Yeah.
taking flying lessons.
Yeah.
Now, isn't that Mark Higgins?
No.
No.
It's Bill Cowley.
Bill Cowley.
Yep.
Okay.
He used to fly F-16s, like fighter jets.
Wow.
When do you get to move up to the fighter jets?
Oh, that's going to be a long time.
Would you like to fly a fighter jet someday?
Yes, I would like to fly a fighter jet, but I don't think I will ever be able to fly a
Well,
fighter
you'd have to
jet,
be,
yeah.
military
Yeah,
service, but yeah.
Well, why don't you think you'd be able to fly fighter jets?
Because I probably won't go into the military. And
That is probably one of the requirements.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
What kind of plane are you flying right now?
I'm flying a 152 Cessna. It's
is that a 2-seater, 3-seater?
just a 2-seater. It's like a lawnmower of the sky, basically.
Oh, so it's kind of like a glorified ultralight?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a glorified ultralight.
Wow. What do you like about flying?
It's you like get to fly, and it's just like so fun. In my opinion, I mean, it can be stressful sometimes, definitely, but it's definitely like I like all the mechanical part of it and seeing how the plane works and stuff like that.
And so you're learning about aerodynamics and about soft landings versus hard landings and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I felt some hard landings and I felt some soft landings.
Were the hard landings when you were in control?
Yeah, definitely.
So I got a question. What makes this particular Cessna like the best kind of plane to learn on? Is there a reason? Is it durable? Is it simple? Is it what's the reason that you learn on this particular model?
It's easy to maintain, I would say, and it's small, and it's easy to control, and it has locked controls together. So if somebody wanted to take control, they could take control.
And there's nothing you really have to
Is
do.
it like the tandem
Yeah.
Sounds like a
controls?
Yeah, so they can take control whenever I mess up. So if I mess up, he can take over.
So it's like a driver's ed car for the sky.
Oh,
Yeah.
here's a story. You might find this interesting. I have a friend in New Zealand when we lived there, and he owned a plane. It's probably a very similar one, about the same size. And he took me up for a flight, and he said, "Yeah, take it for a spin," And so I grabbed the, whatever you call it. Do you call it a wheel? I guess.
Yoke.
Yoke.
Yep.
I grabbed the yoke, and he found out he was unequally yoked with me because it might have been 10 seconds in. It goes, I think I'll take it now. So I probably didn't. I probably didn't do too good on that. But did you know that I've actually bought a a helicopter before?
You did.
It's not a model, a full-size helicopter.
A full-size helicopter.
Yeah. Here's how this story.
I
You don't believe this?
I wonder why you have. I got to hear this story. How did you explain this?
It's true. I bought a helicopter. Okay, we had moved. We were in New Zealand for a while, and we moved back. And my friend calls me, the pilot, and he goes, "Yeah, I've got something for you to do." And go, "What?" "Well, check your bank account." And there was, like
a large amount of money.
It was $100,000 in my bank account. And I went, "What happened?" "Yeah, I put it in your account because I want you to buy a helicopter for me. It's up near where you live. I think it's an hour away." And it's true. It's true. So
with firearms, they call that a straw purchase when you buy something that is intentionally not for you. But I don't know how it works with a helicopter.
Okay, well, I don't know. So I went and I made sure they packaged it up because they had to take it apart and put it in boxes. And
so you weren't trying to fly this thing back.
And then I signed a check to the fellow, and he got, and so my friend, he sends me pictures of landing on New Zealand beaches in his helicopter, and I've never been in it. But
this is the part we remind Tristan that it's about you today. So, do you have any interest in helicopters or just planes?
Just planes.
Okay.
Mostly, yeah.
All right.
You haven't been? Have you been in a helicopter?
No, I've actually never been in a helicopter. And the first time I was in a plane, it was the first time I flew.
Really?
So, yeah.
How did you know you wanted to fly if you'd never even been in a plane?
I don't know, but as soon as I got in the plane, I just knew that I liked flying. It was just peaceful to me. I mean, most people think it's really scary to fly a plane and stuff like that. But,
Can I be transparent with you, Will?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing that scares me more than flying, which flying doesn't scare me, I'm just not wild about it. I've flown a couple times. I've been in a helicopter with the glass bottom, the tourist kind, and I've flown a couple times, but I don't think I'd want to know who's flying my plane.
You don't want to know?
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to know. Because if I know them, I know their character and the things they're good at and not good at, and I'd be all like, I don't know. It'd make me nervous. I'd rather it be some trained professional that I don't know.
Well, since this podcast is all about Will,
we're having fun today, aren't we?
Yeah, we are having fun. All right, so that's being a pilot. You've got a career trajectory, and you think you might want to be a missionary pilot. Is that because you think they would tie those two loves together? Why a mission pilot?
Because I could help other missionaries get to places where they cannot get to, most likely, and get there faster than a lot of other a lot of other traveling methods.
Oh, right. Because it's hard. A lot of places aren't accessible.
Yeah, and then I am somewhat training in photography and stuff like that, so I could help them with that too while I'm around.
Wow.
So is this like a spiritual calling, or is this just like a way you want to incorporate your career into your faith?
That's a way that I would want to incorporate my faith into
Your career.
Yeah, into my career. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think it's actually
really cool.
quite rare for a fellow your age to have that kind of goal. I've only known one other who was about your age when he decided he wanted to be a fighter pilot, and he went through. It's like, oh, he's a little kid. Well, he grew to be like 6'5" and barely fit in the plane. But he had a goal, and he pursued it, and he became a fighter pilot. And he actually saw action in some of the Gulf Wars. So I wouldn't wish that on you. But I do want to encourage you that it's a rare and a unique thing that a teenager has a set vision, and you're taking the steps to pursue it.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Oh, you also you have a curious school journey. I want you to tell us a little bit about your school. You're in the co-op here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I've heard it said that you work for your older brother Austin, and you do school on the side.
Yeah.
That's how you describe it. Tell
Yeah.
us what that looks like.
So most of the time, I go and work with Austin. A lot of the majority of the time,
And
then
he's into construction and remodel and that kind of thing?
Yeah, we do remodel. We do about everything, I would say, except for like foundations and stuff like that.
So you're learning the trades.
Yeah, I'm learning the trades too.
Wow.
Also, so yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Continue on.
And then during the weekends or like 2 or 3 days, I do school, and then I do pilot training in that too.
Is that part of your schooling? Part of your curriculum, or is that extra?
It's part of it actually.
This would be like an
I'd say.
elective.
Yeah, it can be elective. Yeah.
Aeronautics. I'm sure you can get an elective in aeronautics if you're actually flying the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, Liberty University has a aeronautics department. You can go there and learn too.
Yep, I've actually thought about going to Liberty University.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's my alumni. Yay!
Yeah.
So I've had a couple kids that went to Liberty. Have you been up? Have you seen their campus?
No, I haven't seen.
You
the
never
campus
visited
yet.
there?
No,
I gotta
haven't.
take you up there. It's incredible.
Yeah.
I better talk to your folks first. They might get mad at me because that's all you want to do. Then it's pretty neat. And they got a great football program too.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they even had parachuters come in and start one of their games. So yeah, okay, that was sidetracked. So being a teenager, tell me this: you're in a peculiar situation. You're homeschooled. You're a pastor's kid. You are a pilot in training. You do construction most of the week, and then you do your part-time schooling, though you are getting all your credits, I'm sure. What do you do for fun? What are some of your fun activities? What is something that you really like to do?
I really like I like building computers, and I like tech and stuff like that. And I like playing video games and everything like that. And that.
What? A 16-year-old that likes video games?
I know. It's just.
So, do you have a curfew on those? Do you have a certain amount you can play?
Not really.
So it's
but-
unlimited. You have unlimited access to video games.
Yeah, but most of the time I'm pretty busy and stuff like that. But I do play them quite often, and I play too much of them, I would say. And I'd say I have an addiction to video games, but yeah.
This is where we cue the dramatic music. You said, addiction. Well, yeah, at your age, there's a compelling interest in that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah.
been there, done that. I mean, I did Atari Pong when I was a kid, and boy, that's addictive.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you just, yeah.
Just Google it. You have no idea what he's talking about. Google it. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, do you have any questions for our young guest here?
I've got one.
Okay.
So you seem like quite the busy young fella. You got school. You're working with your brother, learning trades. You're learning to fly. You have a video game habit, we'll call it. There's one other thing that teenage boys usually get interested in, but I don't know if you've got time for that or not. I don't know. Would you happen to know what I'm talking about?
What would be the other interest of a young teenage fellow?
Cars? I'd say.
He's not taking the bait. He's not taking the bait.
Okay.
Is there a female friend in your?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, now he knows.
Yeah, I'd say.
We don't have to call her out or anything. I'm
No,
just
nothing
saying.
like
yeah,
that.
I just.
Yeah.
So you've got a.
I have a friend.
Friend.
Yeah,
Not a
friend.
girlfriend, but a
Yeah,
friend.
Not a girlfriend, but a friend.
Okay, so you're
Yeah.
still making a little time for that. You don't make too much time for that.
Yeah, don't make too
Yeah,
much time,
right,
but
right.
a little time.
Yeah, okay, I got
So
you.
you've thought about future plans and stuff, and again, this is in a generic sense. But do you see yourself being one who's married with a lot of kids? How many kids would you want to have?
It would be how much she wants to have. That would be what I would say. It would be
Wow.
up to her. In my
Wow,
opinion.
that's a wise answer. I wonder where. Wow.
So have you thought about the ramifications of your career choice on a relationship?
I was going to touch on that because my son-in-law, he trained to be a pilot, and he was going to be puddle jumper up in Alaska because that's how you gain your hours is you put in a lot of flight time so you can go up and become a commercial pilot.
Mm-hmm.
But the danger of being a puddle jumper, it's up there a bit. Have you considered that?
Yeah, I've considered that, but I most likely am going to become a instructor or like teaching people how to fly. Again, once you get to your private pilot's license, you can start teaching people to fly and stuff like that.
Well, why a teacher? Do you consider yourself? That's one of your skill sets is to teach people.
Yeah, but it's also a good way to get your hours in.
Oh, just by teaching others, you can get your hours in.
Yeah, because you're up in the air and you're flying and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, and somebody else is paying for it.
Yeah, so you get free hours.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
that's how a lot of pilots get their hours in aviation.
Wow. Okay. All right. So, I don't think you've got siblings. You got 4 siblings. 3 siblings. How many?
4.
You got 4
I got
siblings.
3 siblings. 3 siblings.
3 siblings. 4 total kids.
Yeah.
And Austin's the oldest. That's your oldest brother.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about the other siblings.
Megan is really into horses, I would say.
And how old's Megan? She won't be watching this, so she won't mind you saying her age.
23.
23. Well, she wouldn't mind anyway.
Yeah.
And you have another sister.
Yeah. She is 26, and that's Kat.
Kat.
Yep.
And is that short for something?
Kathleen.
Kathleen, but she goes by Kat.
Yep. She's in Colorado right now, and she's in college.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. She's a ball of fire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks for reminding me, Justin.
You're very welcome. I have no idea of what.
Yeah. We do the thing here, the 4th of July celebration. Are you involved in that? Because I know your brother Austin, he's
Kat, you used to be
and
when
Kat,
she was
your
here.
sister,
So, yeah.
they were really into the pyrotechnics and lighting things on fire. Did you help out with that?
Yeah, I did help out with that.
Are you a firebug? No, I'm kidding. He's thinking about it.
Maybe it's in training.
I know a little bit too much to get me hurt.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a big thing. I was quite impressed by seeing the show. That's a lot of fireworks in a short period of time.
Yeah, we did the mortars. Me and Ricky did the mortars.
The mortars. What's a mortar?
So they're like tubes, and you put like a firework inside of the tube, and then you light it, and it basically explodes, gets launched into the air, and then explodes in the air.
Okay, so you that's a little bit more hands-on.
Yeah. They're a little bit more dangerous than cakes and stuff like that, which cakes are like the little boxes that you light on fire. And
Cakes.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Yep.
Okay, so you were trained how to look down the tube to see if it was the fuse was lit?
You gotta make sure to look down the tube.
No, I don't think that's right.
Well. Okay, here's something I'd like to ask you. You've been in ministry your whole life, basically, because that's been the passion and burden of your parents. You have a lot of teen friends, and I'm sure you see some that are doing well in life and some that are not doing well in life. Mm-hmm. And there's going to be a lot of teens watching it just because you are the star of the show today.
Yeah.
And you would be able to relate to them in a way that Justin and I couldn't. Do you have something, a thought or a saying that could be of encouragement to help them on their road to the cross, the journey to find out who Jesus is?
Just keep persevering. Don't ever stop reading your Bible. I know it might be hard to stop reading. Well, don't stop reading, but to keep reading your Bible and keep in the Word. That is the biggest thing. And keep praying. Keep persevering after Him. That is the biggest thing, in my opinion. If you stray away, you'll eventually get caught up in the bad stuff and everything like that.
Yeah. So perseverance.
Yes.
And yeah.
Because it takes discipline to read the Bible every day and pray to Him every day.
It does. In fact, discipline is in, you'll find that word disciple.
Yeah.
Discipline is part of that
Yeah.
word. You have to be disciplined.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to thank you for being here. Is there anything else that you want to share? Any secrets about your folks? No, I didn't say that. No. Is there anything else that you want to bring up, or did you thought before we close this thing out?
Not really.
Okay, so we've talked truck, faith, flying, girls, family, parental secrets. We kind of bombed on that one. Okay. Justin, how about you? Anything else you want to ask him before we shut this thing down?
I don't think so. I'll just add, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all those fun things, and put a comment down below if you want to see more of our teenagers here at the church, or if you're a teenager yourself and you've got questions for Will, put them in the comments below.
Oh, yeah, that's what. Hey, do you think you can get some other teens in here? I'd like to get a whole bunch of teens in here and just kind of have a question session for them just to see how that goes.
I'm not saying it's weird, but he's been after getting some teenagers in here.
I might be able to drag
to
some
persuade.
teenagers, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, because most of the guests we have in here have to be dragged in. So, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thanks for coming, Will. We appreciate your time.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on the Branded Podcast. And I'm going to work on my pronunciation. Lord bless.